Let's welcome Kathy Holly and Spotlight.
Hi, everybody. It's so good to be here. This is Spotlight, and I'm Kathy Holly, and here we are for our first Zoom Spotlight show live. I have some exciting guests tonight. My first guest is going to be Claudio Medieros. Say hi, Claudio.
Hi, everybody.
And then my second guest is the wonderful Jorge Martinez, and then a wonderful couple, the dynamic duo, Merle Nadlin and Larry Dunlap. Isn't that great? So we have quite a show planned for you. Now, this is a musical show, so you're going to hear all kinds of different styles. My first guest, Claudio Medieros, I'm going to interview him very quickly. He is a composer, a pianist, a singer, and an all-around wonderful guy who is from where, Claudio?
From Portugal. I'm from Portugal.
You are Portuguese.
Yes.
And I know you've written so many songs, but give us a little of your background. The studio audience doesn't, the audience doesn't know about you.
Yeah, my background, when I was a young kid, I used to play the piano, a young kid, when I was 4 or 5 years old. I used to play by ear. Then I studied music at the Academy of Music in Portugal. Then when I came to Canada, I studied at the Royal Conservatory of Music in Toronto, Canada, the Cornish School in Seattle, Washington, when I was trying to get my American papers to come to stay in this country. So finally, when I got American papers, I moved here to the Bay Area. I was here in 1970s.
I remember you in the 70s.
Yes.
Claudio played at a very popular jazz club. Well, he's played at many places.
Yeah.
But do you remember the club in the Marina? What was the name? Roland's Jazz Club.
Jazz Club.
And you worked with your own groups, and you were after that, you were in Palm Springs. Am I right?
Yes, I played in Palm Springs.
And where else did you tour?
I tour through through Canada. I was in Banff. I was in Alberta. Las Vegas, Reno, Lake Tahoe. I played all those big places. MGM, Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, Caesar's Palace.
But tell them, well, you have to tell them about the story that I will never forget, that when you were working in Palm Springs, you worked at a famous French restaurant.
That's right.
What was it?
That was the beautiful restaurant. The name of the restaurant was Le Villeries Restaurant. It's off Taquitz-McAllen Way and Palm Canyon Drive.
And tell us about some of the celebrities that you played for.
Oh my God.
I was shocked.
So many stars, from Frank Sinatra to Alice Faye, Aaron Spelling, and all those big names, even the God Boys. And Liberace. I played at Liberace's house many times.
And Bob Hope?
Bob Hope. I never met Bob Hope. I met him at the Marriott.
At the Marriott?
Yes.
Okay, I'll get that. He's getting it. Okay, good. The Marriott Hotel, which is a very popular spot in the desert.
Yes.
And so tell me what Frank Sinatra said about your music.
Oh, yeah. He loves my piano playing. The first time that he introduced himself, he says, it's a joy, it's great, and I love what I hear. And he really liked my piano playing. Him and his wife, and also Kirk Douglas used to come with them there. Kirk Douglas was there, and also his Jolly Rizzo.
Rizzo.
Jolly Rizzo.
Big name.
Yeah, he had a nightclub in New York, and I met him, Jolly Rizzo. He used to be a good friend with Frank Sinatra.
Well, I'm going to brag for you a little bit because you've written so many songs, composed, sung, have a great instrumental. I mean, you've always had great bands that you've worked with and led. And here's one of your CDs, Claudio Medieros Trio.
And featuring Peter Scovito is there in that CD.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Yeah, Peter Scovito is there. And I have Rob Gibson on drums and Mario Sorachi on the bass.
These are all musicians. For those of you who don't know, they're in the Bay Area.
They're in the Bay Area.
Some of them are still alive, still with us, thank goodness. And there's another album that I have here. You brought this one. It's called Claudio Medieros Trio. Jazz Do It.
Jazz Do It. that's another one. It's kind of smooth jazz, that one.
And
And
then
this
another.
one, and it's Palm Springs. It's a song I wrote. All those songs there in that album, I wrote all those songs. I
It's-
arranged all of them.
Arranged everything,
Yeah,
and
yeah, I
some of
did.
them you're singing on these
Yeah,
albums.
I'm singing.
All
too.
right, tell them where you can get these. If you want to hear Claudio, because we're going to
Yes.
play one of his wonderful songs
Yeah,
called
thank you.
Millennium, an original
Yes.
composition.
That was a
and-
composition dedicated to year 2000.
Oh,
So I
of
wrote that
course.
song dedicated to that year
To
2000.
the year 2000.
Yes.
And where can people buy or hear
yeah,
CDs?
they can go to cdbaby.com or YouTube, iTunes.
Everywhere.
I am everywhere.
He
also,
is.
Yeah.
And
the
he's
radio
also
program.
appearing on my next Zoom show
Oh,
on
thank you.
November 2nd. So if
Thank you
you
very
out
much.
there are watching this show and you want to hear more of everyone on the show tonight, you have to remember November 2nd, you'll have to email, Kathy, or go to my website, kathyholly.com. Now I'm going to play the excerpt. Okay, the song
Great.
from your album Millennium.
Millennium.
And you stay
Yes.
on the camera.
Yes,
and I'm
I
going to
am.
press the magic button.
Yes.
Okay, stay in front of the camera.
Yes,
There
I
you
am
are.
right here in front of the camera, and I arrange all of that. It's very,
Okay, here we go.
very different. It's a Millennium. Enjoy. Yeah, let's follow. Yeah, leave it there.
I have to.
This one, that one. Etc.
Etc. I had to fade it out because
Kathy, she has to.
our show is
fade.
only 27
Yeah,
minutes
that's
long.
right.
So,
Exactly.
and
That's a long
okay,
song.
tell them that was Millennium.
That was Millennium. In this album, also, I wrote another song, Y2K, year 2000. It's there. It's a funk tune.
Once again, okay, everybody, Hope, Esperanza, Claudio Medieros Trio. And this is really, it's called Hope / Esperanza. That's
Esperanza.
the name of the album.
Yes.
Thank you, Claudio.
Oh, you are welcome.
That's wonderful. Have a seat and a cigar, and I'll be
Yeah.
right with you.
I'm going to have a big cigar.
Yeah, have a big cigar. Well, you do deserve it. That was fantastic. Well, I can't, without further ado, we're going to now go to Guadalajara, Mexico. And I want to introduce you to another favorite friend of mine and a wonderful artist, Mr. Jorge Martinez. Hello, Jorge.
How are you? Nice being here again.
Great to be with you. Would you tell everybody about your career that suddenly started? You've been on my show before, Spotlight.
I know
I
I,
know
I
that.
was there. I think it was almost 2 years ago, and then we went to Mexico. We had a show in San Miguel de Allende, which was wonderful. So we need to do that again. Hopefully, we can
Oh,
plan it
definitely
in the
need to
near
keep the
future. Yeah.
tradition.
And other than that, just working at UCSF, which is my regular job, and then singing and zooming and doing everything we can to stay connected through music. It's been quite challenging these days, this month. So anything that can make us feel optimistic and well and healthy. So music that does for me. So singing, and zooming.
Singing and Zuby. All right, tell everybody in TV land how you got started really singing and how we met. Maybe give a little background because you haven't been in show business all your life.
No, I really started singing probably since I was a kid, but it wasn't only until 10 years ago that a friend of mine gave me a gift certificate to take private singing lessons, and that's how everything started. She put the bug in me, and I continue taking classes, but it wasn't until maybe 3 years ago that we were singing in a Christmas show. We happened to be, Kathy, you and I and other people were performing here in San Francisco, and that's how we met. And then from there, you've been inviting me on several of your shows and events here in the city. So
Yeah.
it's wonderful to share this with you. Yeah.
Just so you know, Jorge has been at the Villa d'Est, which is until COVID struck. I'd been at the Villa d'Est restaurant for 11 to 12 years, and you were a guest a couple of times. And then
Thank you. Yeah.
yeah, and you've been in a fundraiser here and there, and now you're doing my Zoom show once a month and many other things. People are getting excited about you. We just did a Facebook Live show,
We
and
did that.
that
That
was
was
a lot of
fun
fun.
too. Yes.
Wasn't that fun? Now, you said you were from Guadalajara. When did you come to San Francisco?
Well, actually, I was born in San Francisco, but we moved to Guadalajara when I was really young, and I grew up there, went to school, graduated, the whole thing, and it wasn't until probably half of my life, 20 something years ago, that I moved back to San Francisco, and it's a city I love. I don't think I will never leave it.
Oh boy, I hope not. I hope I don't have to leave it either. I think we're going to sing our way through California before we ever leave San Francisco. But what's
Yeah.
so great, Jorge, is you sing in Spanish, and you always love to sing. The songs that you love are called what?
Well, I usually sing those all Latin boleros, songs that were written in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s, songs that I remember my parents, singing and telling stories about um, serenades and the way these songs were performed back then with a heart in your hand. So every time I sing those is a way I kind of go back to Mexico and I reconnect with my past. Although I was
Yeah.
born in the city, I grew up in Guadalajara, and my half of my life was there. So
Well, let's have
that's
you
the way
sing
to
one
do
of
it.
your favorite boleros. Como,
But I chose
como
this.
fue?
I chose this one. It's called "Como Fue," which means how did it happen? How did I fall in love with you? And it was written by Ernesto Duarte Brito. He was a Cuban composer, and this song is called "Como Fue."
Fantastic. Take it away.
¿Cómo fue? No sé decirte cómo fue. No sé explicarme qué pasó, pero de ti me enamoré. Fue una luz que iluminó todo mi ser. Tu risa como un manantial llenó mi vida de quietud. Fueron tus ojos o tu boca, fueron tus manos o tu voz. Fue a lo mejor la impaciencia de tanto esperar tu llegada a mí. No sé decirte cómo fue, no sé explicarme qué pasó, pero de ti me enamoré. Fueron tus ojos o tu boca, fueron tus manos o tu voz. Fue a lo mejor la impaciencia de tanto esperar tu llegada a mí. No sé decirte cómo fue, no sé explicarme qué pasó, pero de ti me enamoré.
Absolutely beautiful. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Thank you
Gracias.
so much.
Thank you.
All right, reminder everybody, you're going to go to November 2nd.
Yeah, November 2nd, I'm going to be with Kathy on
Me
Zoom.
on the Zoom show.
So,
All right, we're moving right along now to this dynamic couple. Thank you, Jorge, this dynamic couple sitting so quietly. Please unmute yourself. There you go. Unmute. There you go. Are you on? I think you have to unmute.
We did
Very
it. Yay.
Well, Merle Nadlin and Larry Butler, tell us very quickly about your singing career, because this is something you love to do and you've sung on cruises and everywhere else, right?
Oh, yeah.
We've done cruises such as Celebrity, and Canard is one of the favorites.
And Norwegian
Princess.
and Princess. And we've had the opportunities to sing on all of those. And we had a great time doing it. We traveled a lot and we got to sing. And
It was a good experience, and has been. But we were going to do it again, but then this year it changed.
right, we were going to sing in the cafes in Portugal, maybe next year, hopefully next year.
I'm going with you.
But we're doing a lot of stuff here too in the Bay Area. We're performing monthly with Kathy's wonderful Zoom Cabaret. And
Thank you.
right. And I'm in a film here, a Zoom V called The God of Vengeance. And it's being sponsored by Clyde, California. That's Clydesmere, California. And it's going to be released in January of 2021. And it was written in 1906. And every actor that performed on it in the Broadway Yiddish Theater was arrested for lewd behavior. So I suggest you tune into that.
Definitely. I want to see how lewd it was. And listen,
All right.
the other thing is your backgrounds. Both of you have had professional careers, but Merle, yours is very interesting too, because tell me what you did in the past.
Well, I'm an educational psychologist, which has helped me a lot with my marriage. No, I shouldn't say that, but it has. And I've loved to do theater. We live both in New York and the East Bay. So I had the great opportunity to play Bertha, my dream role in Pippin at the, I think it's called the New York New Stage, the stage for New World. I blocked the name, but it was a wonderful opportunity.
You were great.
They Sam Shepard actually wrote a show for that particular stage, and that stage won the Pulitzer Prize for drama. They've had 42 nominations for the Village Voice Obie, and let me see if I can find the name of it here.
Well, we're running a little late on time, so if you could
Okay.
hold up your CD, because I want everybody to see that. And Larry, you started singing too early on, right? Oh, great. And
I started singing when I was in first grade. But
oh my gosh.
Every chorus through high school, including Berkeley High, as well. And then I went into various other things.
That's
uh,
fantastic.
and family businesses
And you
whatnot.
two met years ago, and and it just by luck that you both sang together. I mean, did you say to each other, "Honeys, we better work together on our duo act"?
Well, we started in a chorus, the Berkeley Broadway Singers, and then we started to get, solos. And from there, everything blossomed. And then we put out a CD, and you can get us now under Merle and Larry iTunes, and you can hear us, Merle and Larry, on Spotify. You can take a look for us on YouTube. And the music has added so much to our lives.
All
It's
right.
just made it richer.
I want you to show the the audience out there in TV land, how music is added to your lives and what you two do. Give them a taste, because then they can tune in November 2nd, the next Zoom show. You'll be featured. So, what are you going to sing tonight?
Well, that's a little bit of a surprise as we get the set ready for us. We have to
Okay.
take away our chairs.
And while you're getting the set ready, I'll remind everybody that, everybody on this show, of course, has talent, and it's not hidden anymore after this show. But Claudio Medieros, again, go to iTunes, CD Baby. Just all you have to do is just Google his name, Claudio Medieros. And I know that eventually you will see the name on the screen. So towards the end of the show. And when Merle and Larry return, we're going to go right into their wonderful song. And I have a feeling, I'm not sure. Hi, Larry. Take it
Oh,
away.
we're back. We're still getting a little adjustment going on here, and we'll be ready.
Can't see the top of your. Oh, now I can. Good.
Is that good? All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Larry, and this is my wife, Merle. Merle, where are you?
Hon, my earring is caught.
Sweetheart, there are a lot of people here.
Just putting on my lipstick.
Honey, we're on.
Coming. Oh,
Ah, darling, you look beautiful. You make me feel so young. You make me feel though spring has sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual.
the moment that you speak, I want to go play hide and seek.
Peekaboo, baby.
I want to go and bounce the moon just like a toy balloon.
You know something?
You and I, we're just like a couple of tots
running across the meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots.
You make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung,
Bells to be rung, and a wonderful fling to be flung.
and even though he's old and gray,
Ooh, me?
I'm gonna feel the way I
Do
do
today.
today, 'cause you make me feel so young. Oh, Larry, I remember our first date.
I remember it well. We talked all night.
I thought you were so worldly wise.
I leaned over to kiss Merle, and she said,
Oh no, ours is a meeting of the mind, a meeting of the intellect.
little did she know.
35 wonderful years later, we're married, have a family. It's been a lovely ride.
You and I, we're just like a couple of tots running across the meadow, picking up nuts.
You make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung,
Bells to be rung, and a wonderful fling to be flung.
and even when he's old and gray,
That's better.
I'm gonna feel the way I
Do
do
today.
'cause you make me feel so young.
You make me feel so young.
You make us feel so young. just because
Thank
things
you.
didn't work out.
I
Oh
can-
my goodness.
Thank
How do I mute?
Oh, yes, you want to mute yourself. I'll do it for you. Here we go. I'll mute you. I'm sorry I have to mute you again, but don't despair, because everybody, we're going to have about 30 seconds to say goodbye to our studio audience pretty soon. So I want you to come back into the picture, everybody, including Claudio Medeiros. And just a reminder that, okay, we have Claudio Medeiros, Jorge Martinez,
Hey, all right.
Merle and Larry, and Kathy Holly is my name, just in case. Now, I do want to invite everybody to go to my website, kathyholly.com. And why do I say that? Because I want you to know that I've also done a lot of performances, even in Pacifica, California. And this is where the station is. I support PCT, Pacific Community TV. I love Pacifica. I really do. I taught music for 20 years at Good Shepherd School in Pacifica. Can you believe that? I know some of you think it's my 20th birthday. There's just no way. But I noticed that my hair is getting shorter during the pandemic, and it's getting darker. Is that happening to you? No, you're fine.
You know, my hair has been dark always.
I know it's been dark always. I love the way he says that.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I just want everybody to spend a couple of seconds. Have you kept yourself busy during the pandemic? Claudio's first.
No, I mean, there's not very much work. I lost all my jobs. I was working 5-6 gigs a week.
Yes,
I lost all of them.
but don't you practice a lot?
Oh, I practice.
Okay,
Yeah, I have to
thank you.
keep up with my music.
Okay, and parting words from, okay, Larry and Merle, you have to unmute yourselves. And Jorge, unmute yourself. Okay. Quickly, we have a few seconds. Merle and Larry, have you been busy?
We have been so busy. I mean, supposedly you're supposed to have all this time. We've been busy with the theater. We've been busy with our music. Larry's been busy with business.
Fantastic. Okay, thank you
Here's
so
that.
much. One last word from Jorge.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah, staying busy, staying healthy, walking around the bay, and again, singing anywhere we can. So stay healthy.
All right.
Right.
And everybody here tonight will be back on my Zoom show on November 2nd. And I want everybody out there in TV land to keep PCT right on your screen and keep everybody in your prayers. Whoops, there goes my
Uh-oh.
alarm. Bye-bye, everybody. Say goodbye. Wave.
Good
Bye,
night.
everyone.
Bye.
Ciao, babies.
Hey mambo, mambo Italiano. Hey mambo, mambo Italiano. Go, 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 you mixed up Siciliano. All you Genovese do the mambo like a crazy with a hey mambo. Don't want a tarantella, hey mambo. No more a mozzarella, hey mambo, mambo Italiano. Try it.